Hello to my friends at NAFCU. Wow, was that a wonderful event in Sonoma. I had a great time. I really enjoyed being with you. I enjoyed the surroundings, the hotel. I enjoyed the trips to the vineyards. I had a case of wine delivered last week. I've enjoyed most of that, but there's still some left. But what I wanted to do was follow up now. A couple weeks later, you've had a chance to get home, get settled into your office, start to apply some of the things we learned. And I wanted to remind you of at least a few things that I felt were critical, some of the most important things we focused on. And the first one I want to cover is culture. And I know that, it used to be that culture was kind of touchy-feely and it was a nice to have. Not anymore, it's a have to have. I showed you there, and there's tons of research to support it clearly. The number one factor in creating highly satisfied, loyal, and engaged members is have highly satisfied, engaged, and loyal employees. People can copy your rates, people can copy your products, people can copy a lot of stuff, but what they can't copy is great service delivered by highly engaged employees who enjoy where they work, enjoy what they're doing, have fun, and really love taking care of the member. And that's all around creating a winning culture. As part of that, you remember we looked at what was called the 4+1 formula. And that was from the book All In by Gostick. And in that, he said there's 4 things plus one additional thing that create a great culture. The first one was clear, specific goals, clear expectations. You've got to let your people know exactly what's expected of them, what the vision is, what the mission is, where you're going, and what role they'll play in it, and specifically what they need to do to deliver world-class work for you. So clear goals was number one. Number 2 is trust. Your employees have to trust that their leadership team has their best interests at heart, that the companies, the credit union's doing well, that the organization is doing well. They have to trust that they understand their jobs and they're going out and they're doing a great job so that their job is safe. So trust is number 2. And you remember, trust came from competence and concern. To get someone to trust you, you need to show them, I'm good at what I do and I do it because I care about you. That's the leadership mantra. Good at what I do and I do it because I care about you. If they see high competence and high concern, or as I call it, the 4 C's, you consistently communicate that you're competent and you care, you can build a high level of trust, which was number 2. Number 3 then was communication. And you remember the words that I used under that were open, honest, robust, and transparent. Lots and lots of communication. My favorite business axiom, one of them, is people without access to information do not have to take accountability for their actions. If you go to one of the folks in your credit union, you go, how come you didn't finish XYZ project? And they go, I didn't know anything about that. Nobody told me. I have no idea what you're talking about. If that's the truth, you cannot hold them accountable. But if you've given them a memo, sent them an email, they were at an all-hands meeting, you had a talk with them, you've been as transparent as possible, and you've shared as much information as possible, then you can hold them highly accountable, which was the 4th thing. So it was clear goals, trust, open, honest, robust communication, and high levels of accountability. And hopefully you remember that there was 5 levels to accountability. Level 1 was 100% clarity plus authority. So you've got to be very clear, specific, binary in the measures and the metrics around what success looks like for the goal. Ambiguity breeds mediocrity. Clarity breeds accountability. So you want to be as clear, specific. The key word again was binary, black and white, 1 or 0, yes or no, no guessing. So number 1 was 100% clarity plus authority. You cannot assign someone accountability for something and not give them the corresponding authority or empowerment, because then you're just setting them up for failure. It's like, you're totally responsible for this, but you can't make any decisions. Ignore it. So you got to give them 100% clarity plus authority. Then level 2 then was 100% agreement. The person that you are going to hold accountable for doing this project or turning in this thing or doing this task has to look at you and say, I understand the metrics, I understand the measures, I understand the budget, I have the autonomy, I have the authority, I have the resources, I think it's reasonable, I will deliver that. Until they say that, 100% clarity, 100% agreement, I will deliver that, you don't have accountability. Then the last 3 were track and post, track and post, track and post. Make it clear and easy and simple for everyone to know and see all the time, highly visible, whether they're winning or losing. Create a dashboard, whether it's a poster board, a whiteboard, a robust computer-based dashboard, but something that clearly shows everybody whether they're winning or losing, exactly how they're doing against their goals. Then coach, mentor, and train was the next one. If someone's doing great, great, pat them on the back, empower them, let them go, let them go be successful. But if someone is struggling, then you need to rush in with resources, help, training, support, mentoring, coaching, which is critical here because most people hate to be tracked because they think that tracking is for punishment. And the idea here is you have to change that paradigm that tracking is to rush in with resources, that we're not doing this to catch you making your numbers and not doing a good job so we can come and beat you up with it. No, we're doing this so that the second you get off track, the minute you start to fall behind in your accountability, we're going to come in with resources and help and coaches and mentors and training and help you be successful. So that's coach, mentor, and train. Then last but not least, celebrate success lavishly. And that doesn't mean throw money at them or anything, but what it says is put them on a pedestal, make them a living example, give them some sort of a reward, small or big, that says, hey, you're fantastic at accountability. You've done everything you promised. You turned everything on time, on budget, on spec. It was perfect. You're doing a great job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the flip side of that is deal decisively with mediocrity. Because if you allow someone to stay on your team while everyone else is being accountable and they consistently don't turn in their stuff on time, it isn't quality work, they come in late, leave early, whatever it might be, but they're not held accountable, the minute you allow someone like that to stay there and not be dealt with, you're telling everyone else in the organization, you were just kidding about success. You were just kidding about excellence. You were just kidding about accountability. So you want to make sure that you absolutely use those 5 steps. And then the fifth one, it was 4+1, remember? We had goals, trust, communication, accountability, and that piece in the middle that held it all together, that was recognition. You got to celebrate wins. You got to pat people on the back. All the research shows that people expect or want some sort of genuine, honest, sincere praise once every 7 to 10 days. And that doesn't have to be from the manager. It can be from anyone on the team. It could be from one of their peers. It could be from a customer. But as long as they're getting some sort of genuine, honest, sincere praise once every 7 to 10 days from someone, then they feel fully appreciated. They feel recognized. And it's those fully appreciated, recognized, highly engaged employees. They're going to go out and take fantastic care of your members, create great word of mouth in the community, and bring you more and more members because all of the members you have are so satisfied. So those are the couple things I wanted to share with you. I think those are critical. There's a lot of other stuff we covered, but I think if you focus on those things I just talked about, those are going to be fundamental to helping you create a more successful credit union. As always, if you need anything, just send me an email. It's john@johnspence.com. That's john@johnspence.com. And remember, I get several hundred emails a day, so it might take me a week or so to get back to you. I'm a little backlogged on that. But I am here to help in any way I can. And I had a great time with all of you in Sonoma. It was a great, great trip. I look forward to seeing you again. And I wish you every possible happiness and success. Take good care.